All right, it's time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, pop, pop, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
Never know. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Strawberry Letter. My good friend, Shirley Strawberry.
Thank you, Junior. Subject, he wants to be seen but not heard. Dear Steve and Shirley, my husband and I are 34 and we've been together for 9 years and married for 3 years. The only reason we are married is because I gave him an ultimatum. After 6 years of dating, we needed to move this thing forward or I was gone. He always had been very full of himself, and the women in his family made him think he was God's gift to the earth because he has eyes that change color and he's tall and very handsome. He's a natural flirt and I tolerate it because I know that if he ever left me, the woman would send him right back to me. Here's the problem. He's not a manly man outside of the bedroom. He can really show out in that bedroom, but after that, he's like having a child. All he cares about is getting the latest trendy clothes, getting the newest watches or sneakers, and keeping his car clean and shiny. Outside looking in, he's got his stuff together, but boy, oh boy, is he trifling. He's got a great job and he's in a leadership position, but his manager talks to him like a child and doesn't allow him to speak up and make his opinions known. His manager has even told him that he's not paid to think. You know, as soon as I heard that, I wanted to call his job and speak to his manager, but I had to realize he's my husband and not my son. I want him to focus less on how clean he is when he goes to work and more on how he represents himself when he is at work. The same thing goes for our marriage. I need him over our finances, upkeep of the house, maintenance of our vehicles, all the manly stuff in a marriage. He'd rather be seen than heard in every aspect of his life. It's been 9 years and I'm done enabling him. Should I keep planning a life with this man or let this one go? Well, it's funny you should ask that because, you know, you gave him an ultimatum to marry you and you knew all this stuff before you married him. Did you really want to marry this guy? Because it doesn't even seem like it. You should be asking yourself, why are you acting like your husband's mother instead of his wife? Why are you so critical of him? If he's as trifling and as bad as you say he is, I don't understand why you married him in the first place. Again, these are the questions you should be asking yourself. You've known him for a very long time, 9 years, you said. He didn't just get like this. He's been like this all along. Another question for you. Why are you trying to change him now? Could it be you're trying to make him how you want him to be? For instance, as far as the household chores go, you want him to take over the finances, but what if he knows nothing about finances? You want him to upkeep the house. Is he a handyman? If not, that's not going to happen. Get a proper handyman to do that kind of work. If he's not a mechanic and you want more than just gas and car washes, that's not going to happen either. I think you need to manage your expectations of this man you married and you knew all about before you married him. You're his wife, not his mother. Again, you can't be calling up to his job, checking his boss because of the way he said his boss spoke to him. That's for him to do. You said he was a leader, right? You said that in your letter, that your husband is a leader. Well, let him lead. It sounds like you wanted desperately to marry him, thinking he would change. He didn't change. He's the same man you dated for 6 years, and now you're realizing who he really is. And that doesn't seem to be good enough for you. I would just love to hear his side of the story. And one thing he would probably say about you is that you're bossy. Steve, among other things.
Well, good answer, Shirley. This is a waste. He wants to be seen and not heard. Let's go. Both y'all 34. You've been together 9 years, married for 3. And then you say you gave him an ultimatum and eventually he married you. That's how you got him. Okay. After 6 years. Then you tell me that he's very full of himself and the women in his family made him think he was. He was God's gift to the earth because he has eyes that change color. Well, I bought my grandson a transformer one time, and it do the same thing.
The eyes
transformer eyes turn red sometimes they blue. You know, but it ain't the best toy he got. Now, you got a man that got his eyes that can change color, and you ain't got the best man they got either. He's tall and very handsome. Okay, so you just got a little cute boy. If his eyes is changing colors, that mean he light-skinned. Dark-skinned people's eyes don't change colors. I'm telling you, it'd be too shocking.
You're wrong for that.
So you're dating this little yellow boy. Because his little eyes can change color. Dark-skinned people's eyes stay the same. So we know he ain't no big dark chocolate man. I'm telling you, Shirley, dark-skinned people's eyes don't change color. It'll be too much. You shouldn't have been here having coffee with some fine dark-skinned chicken and her eyes change color. You got to get him out of here. That's poltergeist.
That's who?
Yeah, that's poltergeist. She finna be stepping out your TV when you get home. You need to get your out of there.
Poltergeist.
Yeah.
They're here.
He's a natural flirt, and I tolerate it because I know if he ever left me, the woman would send him right back to me. Oh, so you got somebody don't nobody want but you. Woo, just let it go into hell right here. Here's the problem, and we're going to get to this when I come back. He's not a manly man outside the bedroom. What? Oh, hell no. We come back.
All right, hold on. Yeah, hang on, Steve. We'll have part 2 of your response to today's Strawberry Letter at 23 minutes after the hour. The subject, he wants to be seen but not heard. We'll get back into that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code Steve Harvey. That's code Steve Harvey. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass plus get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. Pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21-plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets, which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, he wants to be seen but not heard.
So this woman got this man that don't nobody else want, seem like to me. They've been together 9 years. She forced him to marry him, put an ultimatum and everything. And then, you know, he think he God's gift because his eyes change colors. Like I said, I bought my grandson a transformer, do the same thing. Just cause his eyes change color. And then we come to the conclusion that he must be a little light-skinned boy, a little yellow boy. Because dark-skinned people's eyes do not change color. It'll be too much. It'll just be shocking. You sitting over there sipping your coffee. She looking over the edge of the mug. Now all of a sudden her eyes go green. You got to get the hell out of here. Because like I said, it's poltergeist. You got to get the hell out of here. She possessed. And now he's a natural flirt, not tolerated, because I know if he ever left me, the women would send him right back to me. So now you got somebody don't nobody want but you. We left off right here. Here's the problem. He's not a manly man outside the bedroom. Oh, boy. You got a man that ain't a man outside the bedroom. So now you just got a big old, what they call it, a man child. You got a man child.
Oh, a man child.
Yeah, he a man in the bedroom, and he baby Huey out the bedroom. Just got a diaper on, look like a big egg with a diaper on. You had that big giant duck named Baby Huey, but he a man child in the bedroom. He can really show out in that bedroom, but after that, it's like having a child. Who want that? After a while, you're going to understand that you letting a baby climb on you. That's what you're going to realize in a minute. See, right now, the man-child part is big. But then he baby Huey outside. After a while, you're going to realize it's baby Huey that you're making love to. Take your dab off, baby. Come on in here. Lay down in some warm water. Clean yourself or you come in. That's what it's going to start getting to. All he cares about is getting the latest trendy clothes, getting the newest watches or sneakers, and keeping his car clean and shiny. Outside looking in, he got his stuff together, but boy, oh boy, he's trifling. He's got a great job, and he's in a leadership position. Now listen to this right here. But his manner talks to him like a child and don't allow him to speak up and make his opinions known. His managers even told him that he's not paid to think. You know, as soon as I heard that, I wanted to call this job and speak to his manager. Okay, so let me get this straight. So now everybody know who he is, and everybody knows who and what they dealing with, even you. So now your boss know who he is. The co-workers know who he is. And you know who he is. But you the only one stuck with it. But I had to realize he's my husband and not my son. Why do you even have to say that?
Yeah.
He's my husband, not my son. I want him to focus less on how clean he is when he goes to work, on more how he represents himself when he's at work. And the same thing go for our marriage. Now, Shirley made a good point here. I need him over our finances. Suppose he don't know nothing about finance. Upkeep of the house. He probably knows something about that because he know about upkeep of himself. Maintenance of our vehicle. All the manly stuff in the marriage. You keep asking this boy to be a man when he ain't. He's a man child. He's baby Huey. He the big duck with the diaper on.
Stop saying that.
He is.
Knew that when she married him.
He baby Huey. Look up them old cartoons. Baby Huey, the big duck with the big lips with the diaper on.
You gotta zoom out.
Big lips.
He'd rather be seen than heard in every aspect of his life. It's been 9 years and I'm done enabling him.
Yeah.
Should I be planning a life with this man or let this one go? No, I think the bigger question is he planning a life with you? You forced him into marriage. Of course he did it because he a little boy. Mama said, I gotta get married. So now, Eric the Boston told him shut up, he ain't paid the thing. He shut it up. He out there washing his car right now, putting some new sneakers on. He clean as hell. And here you go, them eyes, they finna change again to this sunny outside.
What does each color mean?
He's sunny outside. See, like if it's daytime, his his eyes is a blue. Turn into a blue. Then as it get into the evening, they turn more gray. They just a hazelnut blue. Then when we get through in the morning, I got to wash him and brush his teeth so he can get it before he go to work. And then he gonna go down there and try to leave. You better sit down and eat your oatmeal before you go to work. And finish your oatmeal before you go to work. And then he be crying sometime. Then he gonna run out the house and get your backpack. He'll leave all his stuff at work. And then I got to see him off right here. And then I got to go out there and set his GPS so he don't get lost on his way to work. You know, and then he go down there to the work and then he climb out the car smelling all good and women be going, ooh, I like him. But 3 women that sent us back to the house and then Boston told him he can't make decisions on his job. Lady, you want to quit enabling him? Stop.
All right, post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM.
So you been in there getting love by baby Huey. You ought to get you some Daffy Duck. Get you some black
Check out the
duck.
Strawberry Letter podcast. The Strawberry Letter podcast on demand.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.